Severe wind, hail, and driving rain can destroy an Ohio roof in minutes. But the insurance process that follows, that often stretches out for weeks of frustrating phone calls and confusing paperwork. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to walk through the exact step-by-step blueprint to document storm damage, correctly file your claim, and compare repair estimates. We achieve this by building what we call a master claim file. This is a single, organized record containing your policy details, photos, receipts, and contractor findings. Relying on memory and verbal promises usually leads to underpaid claims and out-of-pocket expenses. Having an organized master claim file establishes exactly what happened, separating ordinary wear from storm damage and keeping your roof restoration on track. Step 1 begins immediately after the storm passes. Notice the scattered debris and damaged vehicles here. Your first priority is always safety. Stay far away from downed power lines, broken glass, sagging ceilings, and unstable trees. Once the area is safe, but before you start cleaning up or laying tarps, take pictures. Stand safely on the ground and photograph displaced shingles, damaged siding, fallen limbs, and any interior water stains on your ceilings. Never climb onto a steep, wet, or damaged roof. And do not throw away broken roofing components or damaged personal property until your insurance adjuster confirms they are no longer needed. Taking these photos before emergency mitigation begins preserves raw, untouched evidence. This factual baseline makes it much harder for an insurance carrier to dispute the original condition of the property. Step 2 happens before you ever pick up the phone to file a claim. Open your homeowner's policy to the declarations page and locate your wind or hail deductible. Note whether it is a flat dollar amount or a percentage. Here is how that math works. If your policy carries a 2% deductible, that percentage applies to the total dwelling coverage limit, not your final repair bill. On a home insured for $350,000, a 2% deductible means you pay $7,000 out of pocket. Next, look for your valuation method. This specific language dictates exactly how much the insurance company is required to pay for the repair. Ideally, you have replacement cost value, or RCV. This pays to replace damaged components with comparable materials. However, an actual cash value policy, or ACV, factors in roof age and condition, subtracting depreciation from your payout. Decoding these limits before you start the process prevents serious financial shock when a smaller than expected insurance check eventually arrives in the mail. For Step 3, contact your insurer as soon as reasonably possible. Your goal on this initial call is to report the damage, secure a claim number, and get an adjuster assigned to your case. If you are unsure of the exact date the damage occurred, do not guess. Providing an inaccurate date can complicate the investigation and delay your claim, especially if several storms hit your area recently. Instead, consult local weather records or neighbor accounts to verify the precise date of the hail or wind event before making the call.
Immediately after hanging up, send a short follow-up email to your assigned adjuster summarizing what you just discussed. Place a copy of this email, along with your claim number, into your master claim file. Maintaining a chronological written paper trail removes ambiguity. If inspection scopes or coverage requests change later in the process, you have a solid record to fall back on. Step 4 is the inspection. It helps to understand that an insurance adjuster evaluates the damage strictly for policy coverage. A professional roofing contractor evaluates the physical structural integrity and what it takes to actually restore it. To get the best result, coordinate your schedule so that your roofing professional is present on site at the exact same time as the insurance adjuster. Look at this structural exposure. Both professionals need to examine complex details like decking indicators, step flashing, hidden water paths, and attic ventilation. Having both parties walk the property together allows them to view the same impact locations and safety concerns simultaneously, which minimizes arguments down the line over what legitimately requires replacement. Step 5 takes place once you receive your paperwork. Place the carrier's initial coverage estimate side by side with your roofer's detailed itemized construction estimate. Do not accept a vague one-line quote from a contractor just because it conveniently matches the total on the insurance check. A professional estimate details materials, labor, and local code requirements. When there are differences between the two documents, like omitted decking repairs or missing safety flashing, your contractor will file a supplement. This is a formal request to revise the insurance estimate to include necessary missing work. A legitimate supplement is always backed by hard photographic proof, code documentation, and product requirements. The carrier calculates your initial payment by taking the approved replacement cost, subtracting your deductible, and temporarily holding back recoverable depreciation. After you complete the work and submit invoices, the carrier releases those withheld funds as a second payment. By comparing these documents actively and tracking your staged payouts, you ensure your roof is repaired correctly without secretly absorbing costs that your policy covers. You now have a complete master claim file. You know your out-of-pocket costs, you have preserved the initial evidence, and you are perfectly positioned to prevent any corner cutting on your roof installation. Remember this guiding principle: accuracy and credible evidence strengthen a claim. Exaggeration weakens it. Navigating insurance policies, depreciation, and supplements is difficult, but you do not have to manage the technical construction details alone. If you have experienced severe weather and suspect storm damage, contact the experts at MasterRoof Kettering for a comprehensive physical inspection and damage documentation. Click the link or call us today to protect your property and ensure you receive the precise coverage available under your policy.